Hello, God bless. Lee Rice here, sitting at the gateway to reality. I'm making these videos for other people around the world to be witnesses, testimony to the moving adult society who cannot see, cannot hear, have no emotions, and can't even read. They move through the city in an emotionless void. I'm saying what I'm saying for the sake of all of the artists that have had to suffer over many years in a zombie apocalypse, where somehow the adult society choose to move through life with an inability to recognize music or art, an inability to have any compassion whatsoever for brothers and sisters, homeless brothers and sisters, begging brothers and sisters have been many of my best friends in my journey. I watched the decay of society very closely, the heads going down, 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 down. They can be 1 meter away from an artist or multiple artists with an inability to even recognize it's taking place. This is a song called The Other Way, which I wrote in exactly this position. I've been sitting around watching them waiting. I've been looking around watching them praying. I've been praying for you to come back to the other way. Did you notice how you're disconnected? It's the children that must be protected. It's for you I pray that they'll come back to the other way. All this wasted time you've thrown away. Another pantomime, they're on their way. All this wasted time you've thrown away. Don't you know reality is fine? It's the other way. I've been counting sheep following blind. Another one just crept up behind. It's for you I pray to come back to the other way. All this wasted time you've thrown away. Another pantomime, they're on their way. All this wasted time you've thrown away. Don't you know reality is fine? It's the other way. I've been watching you stuck in a daydream. When you wake up, you'll know what I mean. What did you say? Will they come back to the other way? All this wasted time you've thrown away. Another pantomime, they're on their way. All this wasted time you've thrown away. Don't you know reality is fine? It's the other way. Did you notice how you're disconnected? It's the children that must be protected. It's for you that pray they'll come back to the other way. Did you notice how you're disconnected? It's the children that must be protected. It's for you that pray but they'll come back to the other way. All this wasted time they've thrown away. Another pantomime, they're on their way. All this wasted time they've thrown away. Don't you know reality is fine? It's the other way. All this wasted time they've thrown away. Another pantomime, they're on their way. All this wasted time they've thrown away. Don't you know reality is fine? It's the other way. Dimmi bambini. So I sit here now as a writer of 103 songs on this street. As you can clearly see, the vast majority of the moving adults fail to recognize any type of music or art taking place whatsoever. At the entrance to their city, which is tributed to two writers, Andrea Camilleri and Luigi Pirandello, they choose to reject music and art. And I'm saying, once again, I repeat what I said at the start of the video, I'm saying what I'm saying now for the sake of all of the artists that have had to suffer a very, very, very sad society. I've worked with many different artists. I've shared the videos of that right here. I've worked with artists at this position and through the entire city. Tony the Maestro, guitarist of 52 years, 52 anni, rejected. Angelo, local artist, rejected. Alex from Ukraine, rejected. They just choose to keep on walking and reject music and art, even when the details of the art are clearly displayed. And I repeat again, I'm not saying what I'm saying for the sake of myself. I'm saying what I'm saying for the sake of everyone I've sat with in my 14-year journey, 10 anni journey, who's had to suffer complete and total emptiness in a moving adult society that choose every day for thousands of days to completely reject music and art. They don't even recognize it's taking place. And they don't recognize it's taking place from a distance of this far away. They'll walk straight past, stuck in one single place only. And this is only one of their problems. They fail to recognize it's taking place. They don't have the ability of compassion to say, hey, here's a token of appreciation, 10 cents, 10 centesimi, just to show a little bit of appreciation or compassion for musician, poet, artist, writer, homeless or begging, homeless brother or sister or begging brother and sister. The vast majority of the moving adults absolutely reject music and art, all music and art, complete rejection of music and art from, again, this distance away or this distance away, a complete rejection that it's even taking place. And the results are exactly the same should I sit next to a homeless pregnant sister, as I did and have shared multiple videos for. They choose to have no compassion, not to pause for 5 seconds or 10 seconds with any appreciation or any compassion whatsoever. And here, right here, is the most special place I've ever seen for it. They walk through the city, they come close to the musician, poet, artist or writer, and then their eyes specifically go down to the ground when they get close, very close. They'll come walking along, then their eyes go down. Then the next ones come in the adult society. I know a lot of good people too. I've shared the positive information of that. People who are bringing me clothes and supporters and friends. I know all of the people who are actually here in Agrigento. And then comes the ones who ultimately reject music and art. I've had times, I'm only speaking about my own scenario in this moment, 5 hours where not one single adult moving through the city would choose to recognize the details of 3 artists. Tony the Maestro, 2 hours, a guitarist of 52 years, 52 anni, would take, nice to see you, grazie, buona giornata, would take 2 hours to raise €1.50 for a packet of chips. I've witnessed the same scenarios for many years. Spanish guitarist in set where I wrote 38 songs, cello players, pianists, opera singers, violin players, homeless begging brother, homeless brother or sister, and the vast majority of the moving adults for many years, for thousands of days, choose just to continue. Hey, would you like some bread? Would you like some water? Are you okay? It's a hot day, isn't it? Can I support you in any way? And this is what the adult society have been doing for thousands of days. A complete rejection of the music or art, not interested. A complete decay of compassion or empathy for their brothers and sisters, not interested. And like I suggested in other places, Ribera and Cefalu too, their insanity could come to an end if they just offered a token gesture of 10 cents for appreciation for music or art, or in compassion for their brothers and sisters. But the vast majority, especially here, choose to reject compassion, choose to reject music, and choose to reject art. This is what's going on in reality. God bless.